Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter transformations and congruence, and the lessons we're going to cover today are symmetry, identify reflections, rotations, and translations. Then translations graph the image. Translations find the coordinates. And then reflection find the coordinates, right? So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 7 math. The chapter we are on right now is transformations and congruence. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is symmetry. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? So what is the line of symmetry? Line of symmetry means if you fold the image along the dotted line, right? Both the portions of the image are exactly same, right? Or if you fold the image along the dotted line, the two sides will not match up. If they match up, that means they have the symmetry. So for the given question, they do not match up. That means the dotted line is not a line of symmetry, right? This isn't grade 5, this is grade 7 maths. Grade 7 math, it is grade 5 today at 6 o'clock. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Which is the correct option? No, the line is not a line of symmetry, right? The line of symmetry means if you fold the image along the dotted line, the two portions match up, right? So they do not match up. That means they are not the line is not a line of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Which is the correct option? The correct option is yes. If you fold them along the dotted line, the two portions match up, right? The correct option is yes. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Which is the correct option? The correct option is no, this isn't a line of symmetry, right? The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? The correct option is no, this isn't a line of symmetry. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is a line of symmetry, right? The correct option is yes, it is. Grade 7 it is. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Can you hear me? The correct option is no. Is the dotted line a line of symmetry? Yes, it is, right? Because if you fold the image along the dotted line, both the portions match up. The correct option is yes. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is identify reflections, rotations, and translations. Look at this shape. Which image show a rotation? You are given three of the images A, B, and C, right? You have to identify which is the rotation. A rotation flips the figure over a line to create a reflection. Flip the figure over a line to create a mirror image. A rotation turns the figure around a point, and a translation slides the figure to a different location, right? So if you see, this one is the original image. This point and this point, they are common, right? So that means B is the rotation of this figure, right? Because B is rotated along a point. Look at the first image. Now find the image that shows a rotation. Image A shows a translation, right? You translated image 3 down and 3 right. And B is the rotation. I've already told you B is the rotation. You rotated the image along the point. So B is the rotation. And C is the reflection. Let's just start with the test questions. Look at this image. Which image shows a translation? Here is the original image, right? So which one shows the translation? Translation slides the figure to a different location, right? That means you need to shift the whole image to a new position. Okay, let's see. A is the B is the translation, B is the rotation, C is the reflection, A is the translation. The correct option is A. You can see this point and this point is common. So that means this image is translated. This is the translation. Sorry, rotation. This is the rotation, right? This is the reflected image and this is the translation. A is the correct option. A is the translation. The correct option is A. Okay, look at this shape. Which image shows a reflection? Which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? Reflection. Which one shows the reflection? A is the translation. A is the translation. B is the rotation. And but C is not the reflection. Hold on. Which one is the reflection? Let me see. I think C is the but. Okay, let's see which one is the reflection. A is the reflection. How is the reflection? Okay, look at this shape. Which image shows a rotation? Which is the correct option? A is the correct option. A is the rotation. The correct option is A. A rotation turns the figure along the point. Okay, sorry, C is the rotation. Look at this shape. Which image shows a rotation? Which is the correct option? A is the reflection, B is the translation, and C is the rotation. The correct option is C. Look at this shape. Which image shows a translation? Which is the correct option? B is the translation. Look at this shape. Which image shows a translation? Which is the correct option? Yes, A is the translation. The correct option is A. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Translations, graph the image. Okay, let's just start with the lesson. Okay, graph the image 7 negative 1 after a translation 10 unit up, right? Okay, so just look at the point, right? You are given the point that is 7. This point has the coordinates 7 and negative 1, right? You need to translate this image 10 unit up. So in the same line, you move 10 unit up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The translated image is here, right? Now the coordinates are 7 and 8. So the coordinates for the new translated image is 7 and 8. You can see here, hold on. This is just the tutorial, right? You can see the point is moved from here to here, right? The coordinates are 7 and 9, sorry, not 7 and 8. They are 7 and 9, right? That is the coordinates of the translated image. Graph the image of t negative 1 4 after a translation 4 unit left. So here is the point that has the coordinates negative 1 and 4. You have to translate 4 unit left, right? You need to move it in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means the new point is now here. Hold on. Here is the translated point. The point has the negative 5 and coordinates are negative 5 and 4. Got it? That is the translated point. You can see the solution. For this lesson, you have just the tutorial, right? Okay, you can see here from here to here you have moved and the coordinates are negative 5 and 4, right? Okay, let's just see another example. Okay, graph the image as negative 2 and 6. After a translation of 7 unit down, you need to move 7 unit down, right? So you moved here from here to here. Now the coordinates are negative 2 and negative 1. Got it? These are the coordinates of the translated image, right? Okay, have a look on the solution. So for this lesson, you don't have the practice questions. You can find the practice questions in your book and do as many as you can. So you can see here. Here is the coordinates of the translated image. They are negative 2 and negative 1, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. For this lesson, you have just a tutorial. We have done with the tutorial. So let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is translations, find the coordinates. Okay, let's just start with the first question. The point L 294 is translated 2 units down. What is the coordinates of the resulting point L dash, right? So you move 2 unit down. Now it is here. So the coordinates are 2 and negative 6. Got it? You can either move down, up, down, left or right. You can see here. Because you are moving down, you have to subtract 2 from the coordinate. So you have 2 and negative 6, right? Let's just start first questions. Like you, if you don't do graphically, you can do logically. Let's see this one, right? Okay, the point V 2 negative 1 is translated 5 unit left, right? So right and left movements are on the x-axis and up and down movements are on the y-axis, right? Like translations, not movements. So you have to do 5 units left. You have to subtract 5 from the x component. Or you can see here, go 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here it is. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3 and negative 1. You can see here, 1, 2, 3. The coordinates are negative 3 and negative 1. So whatever you can find easy, like you can do graphically or you can do logically, right? So the new point has the coordinates negative 3 and negative 1. The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. The point 54 is translated 8 unit left. What is the coordinates of the resulting point J dash? Okay, so J has the coordinates 5, 4, right? Again left, so you have to subtract 8 from the y coordinate. That would be negative 3 and 4. Got it? So the coordinates are negative 3 and 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the point E, negative 6, 1 is translated 1 unit right. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? So which is the correct option? 1 unit right means you need to add 1 to the y component. So the correct option is you have to move right 1 unit right. You need to add 1 to x component. So that would be negative 5 and 1 right. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete them by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is reflections, find the coordinates. Okay, the point M64 is reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? Okay, Hello, can you hear me? Hold on. Okay, so you have to find the point E negative 4, 2 is reflected over the x-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? So the one that is highlighted, red one, that is the x-axis, right? So basically, reflection means you need to create a mirror image, right? So E is 2 points up from the x-axis. The mirror image would be 2 points down, exactly 2 points down, and same distance from the y-axis, right? That would be the reflected image. Got it? This is already solved. Let's just do the practice questions and that would be more clear. Hold on. Okay. The point 3 3 is reflected over the y-axis. Now, right, you have to see the reflection over the y-axis. So you can see y-axis is already highlighted, right? You have to reflect on this side. So you have to move the same distance on x-axis, 1, 2, 3, and same from the y, like 3 from here and 3 from here. So that is exactly this point, right? So it has the coordinates negative 3 and 3. So option 2 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is negative 3 and 3. Option 2 is the correct option. The point E negative 4 2 is reflected over the x-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? So that would be reflected over the x-axis, right? So you have the point must be the same distance on the x-axis but on the other side. So this point has the coordinates 1, 2, 3, negative 4 and negative 2. The correct option is negative 4, negative 2. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is negative 4 and negative 2. The point L negative 6 2 reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? The correct option is that is 6 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. The point S 5 negative 1 is reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? So which is the correct option? The correct option is that is -5 and -1, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. The point K, -6 and -2 is reflected over the x-axis. Sorry, y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point K? So which is the correct option? That is 6 and -2. Option number 2 is the correct option. The point P, -3, 3 is reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? The correct option is 3. Option 2 is the correct option. The point M64 is reflected over the y-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? The correct option is option number 1, -6 and 4 is the correct option. The point J, -2, 5 is reflected over the x-axis. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? The correct option is -2 and -5, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. Chapter we were working on is transformations and congruence, and the lessons we have covered today are symmetry, identify reflections, rotations and translations, Translations graph the image, translations find the coordinates, and reflections find the coordinates. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have just finished, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Uh, Rotation in 90 degree or 180 degree means? Can you please write the complete question? Like, yes, the rotations can be 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 70 degree, like 180 degrees and 270 degrees. We have the lesson that in which you have the rotations 90 degree and 180 degree. We'll cover in the next session. So wait until next session, right?